Here's a good question from Monty Crooks. Should all our money go with us to another country, or are there sufficient money management tools to keep it in the U.S. and draw off the funds in the other country without the U.S. government absconding with it? Well, whether or not the U.S. government would be absconding with your funds, might want to ask them about that. But for the most part, you can access your U.S. bank account from just about any country with a plain old debit card. So you walk into an ATM in whether it's Ecuador or France or Australia or wherever, you just pop your debit card into the ATM and you are withdrawing money from your US account. Now you're probably going to pay additional fees for international withdrawals. Sometimes it's like $5 every time you make a withdrawal. So that can get expensive if you're spending a lengthy amount of time in a new country. Normally, I would suggest that you open a bank account in your new country and get an ATM card for that account so that you can do banking and pay bills and execute transactions for your day-to-day living expenses in the country where you are without having to pay $5 to make a withdrawal and not really being able to make payments either via check or what have you from your U.S. account. The only way to pay a bill that you might have in Ecuador would be to wire money from U.S. account. So that doesn't work very well for getting along day to day in a new country. You kind of want to have a bank account set up in that country. Now, I don't necessarily recommend that you move all of your funds from your U.S. account to your new account wherever it is. That depends on your faith in the U.S. financial banking system, and it depends on your investment scenario, if you've got brokerage accounts or how you are investing that money. The point is that you can leave your money as it is in the U.S., open up a new account in your new country, and you could transfer a small amount down to the new country and spend that for your day-to-day needs, and then when you need more, send down another batch of funds. Unless you weren't happy with the way that your funds were being managed in the U.S. and you wanted to find a new money manager to essentially trade your funds, that we're getting a little more complicated, perhaps beyond the scope of this particular training course. But hopefully you get the idea that you can access your U.S. money just about from anywhere. Going forward, if you were to move to a new country, the best strategy is to open an account in that country and then move a few months supply of cash down to cover your immediate expenses for living wherever you are.